Lively. Rather than doing another boring run around my yard, I thought I would just concentrate on just the peppers. I picked maybe 30 pounds of tomatoes yesterday, and seeing a big bucket of tomatoes just isn't that interesting, but peppers are always cool. So I hadn't picked in about a week, so this is a bigger than average haul. I don't know. I think it's bigger, maybe a 5-gallon bucket. You'll see why I got the gloves on, because I learned through experience, right? Pain's a good motivator. That's a pretty good haul. I'm just going to run through some of what we got here. Smells awesome. So these are some of the Corbaci you've seen on the walk-arounds before. These are pretty mild. They're from Turkey. You can just use them like a green bell pepper. I got white bell peppers. Unfortunately, these guys don't get that big, but you know, they taste just like a regular bell pepper. But they look cool, so I use them in salsas, and I've made spaghetti sauce using the white bell peppers. Idiot neighbor. White onions and white tomatoes, which is kind of cool. But at the time you put the spices in it and everything and you cook it, I don't know, it gets kind of gray, and I don't know, could look like dog food in certain people's opinion. That one's a little mangled, but these are regular Anaheims. Although for whatever reason these seem to be hotter than like a store-bought Anaheim. These are a Scorpion variety of chocolate habanero. And the Scorpion, I don't know if the camera will pick that up, there's a little tip on the end right here. Looks like a little stinger. And that's how they get their name. That one shows it better. You know, when I start recording, the car has to come up and start honking, and the neighbor's dog's got to start barking. This is Baklauti. It's from Tunisia. I think I mentioned before I work with a lady from there. So I grow these for her. It's a little taste of home. Not very hot. And of course, since they're from her home, they're the best. Yellow cayenne. Not quite as hot as regular cayenne, but I got regular cayenne too. That's not them. Regular cayenne's really tiny. These other ones that look similar, but long and skinny, these are called Jawala from India. And I haven't tried these yet. Kind of scared. They look like something like and they're from the same region as some of the ghost peppers, so from India. So they may actually be too closely related to that to actually be edible. One of the cool things about the these are called Corbaci from Turkey. They grow in some awesome shapes. A lot of these corkscrews and stuff, they're so crowded on the bush that, you know, they hit something, they just change direction, so you end up with these cool corkscrew shapes and everything. They're just gnarly. I mean, some of them, I mean, like coiled up like a snake, but like I said, these are mild. But you know what? If nothing else, you grow them because they're cool shapes. The Disholo, which is that plant that I've shown in earlier ones that have like almost like the black leaves. These are pretty hot. These are like these are the actually Disholo Low from South America, I think. Very much like in the same family as a habanero too, but pretty sharp. They sting really, really good. I grew these last year. It's called the Jamaican Yellow Mushroom. Moderately hot. I'll say these are maybe around 400,000 Scoville. A little hotter than a regular habanero. They taste pretty good. And these here are regular non-scorpion variety. So chocolate habaneros, they tend to be a little smoother. I mean, texturally and not flavor-wise. These are still pretty hot. I like them in eggs though. green bell pepper. It's been left out too long. It's starting to turn red. Another gnarly one of those. And then this bastard. This is why I wear the gloves. This is a Butch T. Nagamorich, which is from India. This is like the reigning world champion right now with the ghost peppers. Individual peppers have hit 2 million Scoville, 2.1 million Scoville. So this is like getting maced. This is bad. For reference, for those of you that aren't followers of such things, a jalapeno would be 6,500 to 9,500. This is 2.1 million on a good day. On a bad day, it's still 1.7 or so. So I'm making a hot sauce with these, in a sherry-based hot sauce. Not to be edible, just to be as hot as it can be, because a coworker's kid has got a mouth on them and says they're not that hot. So we'll prove him wrong. These regular jalapenos. These are really, whoops, these are really, really rare. These are called Kaleidoscope. Yeah, that's what they named them anyway. But they're from a family, Bacatum, which is really rare. I think, near as I can tell, there's only like 3 plants in this family. It tastes kind of weird. It tastes a lot like a green bell pepper, but it's got a weird taste to it. Like I said, almost nothing else. It's not a member of the sweet peppers, and it's not a member of the hots. So I think these are Frutens, and I forgot the other ones. So anyway, I had one of these the other day. They taste fine. I mean, definitely a different taste. So I don't know how to describe it. It's weird. It's like a sweet pepper, but it's got a weird taste to it. But that's why I grow weird stuff. I can't get it in the store, so I think I showed these already. It's another yellow bell. Uh-oh. I'm not sure which one that is. I have to go back and try to figure out where this came from. I don't know. Looks like a sweet pepper. Maybe some mutant bell pepper. We'll call it a bell pepper until I'm proven wrong otherwise. So I think that covers just about everything that was picked. I got a whole bunch of these are cayenne. These are the regular cayenne, as compared to the Jawalas. You can see look very similar, but and as far as the cayenne goes, these are extra hot. So it's hotter than I thought, because I just popped one into my mouth while I was gardening and had one of those oh crap moments. It was a little hotter than I was expecting. So anyway, well, I hope you guys enjoy the overview of the haul here. I guess still got some things that even haven't come up yet. I got some more ghost peppers, Boot, Joclia, and some other members of the nuclear hots. Yeah, I was going to cook these tonight, but I might not want to. I might have to save it for tomorrow or something when I got a little more time. It's getting dark. And just in case I have to end up airing out the kitchen. So, yeah, cooking one of these over in hot oil or something, mixed tear gas, basically. It will chase you out of the kitchen. I just had some of the more mild stuff for breakfast. Just come out and grab a whole handful of these, a couple chocolates, and whatever else tickles my fancy at the moment, and some of the Anaheims, and that actually got me coughing a little bit, and that wasn't even nearly as bad as one of these little bastards. So maybe I'll make a video of me starting up some hot sauces. Like I said, these are almost unedible, so I'm making a batch just to be as hot as possible. Probably going to be sherry, because if I don't cook them much, I got to cook them a little bit to sterilize them, and put them in sherry like in a West Indies style hot sauce, and grind it all up. And I was thinking maybe some mint or something like that to just basically sensory overload is the goal with those. So mint would sensitize your mouth a little bit. And if I do it in sherry and I don't get these really hot, and I'll keep all the temperature in them as far as the heat goes, when you cook them, it can break down the heat a little bit. So, like I said, it's just an experiment in pain. I'll have to try it. Maybe I'll do what you say from the emergency room. If it goes down the wrong pipe, it would definitely bring you to your knees. Alright, well, hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoy this stuff, and I think some of you guys are enthusiastic about cool, weird crap like this, but couldn't let Hot Jobs have all the garden space. So, let me know what you think. Have a good night. See you guys online. And that's it for now. Thanks.